Hello everyone. So today, a superintendent, as I was going this morning to get a cup of coffee, walking my dog, I saw a superintendent who he and I have been working together for a while, really good guy, and he invited me to sit in on an artificial intelligence call with parents in the district this morning. And he and I talked, and we talked about everything, quickly we talked about what's going on with the kids being deported and parents afraid to send their kids to school because the officers are going to show up and deport them. Horrific. How can any child learn in those conditions? Only in America. This is just ridiculous. I mean, well, I'm sure this happens in other countries, but in my 50 years, I've never seen anything like this. But as I was sitting in on the meeting, and these AI folks were trying to sell the parents on the fact that AI is going to make teaching better and it's going to make learning better for their kids, I don't think the parents were buying it, because not one of them asked a question, and they were just silent. They were, the salespeople were almost trying to, because if there's no questions in the sales process, as a salesperson, no questions, no sale. That's a thing, right? So I'm sitting there listening, and I didn't want to say anything because I'm just spectating. Excuse me. And I thought back to my mother, who, every day I think about the things she used to tell me that I didn't really listen to. And she said, Bintel, do you remember when they sold us these cell phones? Or not even remember, that's how they sell cell phones now. They say cell phones, bringing the world together. Right? Connect with your friends, right? You can get on your phone and you connect with your friends. And one day she and I were I forget, we were on the train or we were going into Manhattan or something, and she said, Bintel, look, they sell us these cell phones as if they're going to bring us together, but look, they're really pushing us apart. Nobody talks to each other anymore. People sit on the train, I watch it every day, people sit on the train on their cell phones. If there's 30 people on a train, in a train car, 28 of them are on their cell phones like they don't see anything else around them. And maybe 2 of them are reading a book, right? And the 2 of them that are reading the book are seldom black people. Sorry, I had to say that. The reason I'm bringing this up is they're selling you AI the same way. Same thing is happening. The Mark Zuckerberg and all these people are selling you AI, saying with this tone of voice like, oh no, we don't think it's going to get rid of that many. Well, we think it's going to make people more productive, and it's going to turn you into a super person, right? And I'm sitting there listening to this, and I know when salespeople are lying, all right? Because I was around salespeople that lied all the time. In fact, they brought me in to do the technical close because they believe that engineers are just too nerdy. They can't lie. They just tell you, and it's called the technical close, right? So, but nobody trusts salespeople because nobody should. Salespeople will lie to you to get the sale. It's judged on a 30-day sales cycle. If they don't sell you in 30 days, they're not going to make their bonus. They're not going to make their quota. Their manager, they could do 300% of quota 1 month in January, sell nothing in February, and get fired in March. That's sales. Right? So Mark Zuckerberg and all these AI people are trying to sell you on the fact that AI, and you're already using AI. Right? You don't even, so calm down. It's not good. They're trying to sell you this technology because they want to make their number. They want their bonuses too. They want to go to Miami and the Hamptons and go party and wear designer clothes. They don't care about you. Right? So the parents are on the call, and they're just listening, and I'm just, and then ironically, I just got off the phone because it was so awkward that I was like, okay, I've seen enough. The parents are not buying this. Why? Because parents want to know, how is your education going to help my kid make money? That's what parents want to know. How are you going to set my child up academically so that they can become a doctor and a lawyer and make $300,000 a year? We've immigrated to this country. We come from poverty. We come to America to make money. Our hopes and dreams are riding on the aspirations of our child. How is what you're teaching my kid going to make money? And don't tell me AI is going to help my kid be successful, because I've heard the chatter that AI is going to destroy my job. Right? So I want to get on here and say I have one of the solutions that common people can use to defend themselves against AI. Quickly, I'm going to tell you this quickly. The one thing AI cannot convince you is that it understands your emotions. It doesn't. There is no way. Absolutely. I would never lose a deal to an AI bot. And any seasoned salesperson, I'll destroy the competition. If they're going to send rogue AI bots at me to try to, in a one-on-one competitive sales race, I'm going to destroy AI. And this is how I'm going to do it. Would you trust that an AI bot understands your emotions and your pains when you're going to send your kid to college? Would you trust that AI bot actually understands what you're going through? Would you trust that? How can the AI bot understand what you're feeling when it doesn't have feelings? So everybody watching this should understand that the only thing an AI bot can sell you, realistically, when it goes down, if this thing comes to head, which it looks like it's going to be a head-to-head fight, the only thing the AI bot can sell you on is necessities and on price. It's the only thing it can sell you on. But as far as a belly-to-belly human interaction, I need to trust Bintel. AI bot can't do that. You can have as many large language models as you want. That you can never compete. People still have to trust in people. So, as far as I'm concerned, and I think any salesperson would corroborate this, I would never buy anything that's mission critical to my life from an AI bot. I wouldn't buy a house from an AI bot. I wouldn't even buy a car from an AI bot. I wouldn't buy anything from something that's not another human being. So the problem comes. So what these people are saying, what AI is supposed to do for people who already have a product, is help them quickly find the people who are going to buy it, and help them find their numbers and the best way to get to them and attack them and get them on the phone, maybe. But as far as closing them, I wouldn't buy anything from an AI bot. I wouldn't, because you already can't trust people. People will already lie. So if people will lie, why would I trust some artificial intelligence made up computer program to sell me something that's mission? Would you buy healthcare from a surgeon that's going to operate on your child? Would you do that? Or do you need to look that doctor in the eye and say, save my kid's life? And for that doctor to look you back in the eye and say, I'm not going to let your kid die. AI bot just can't. Unless robots can do operations better than human beings, then that's a different thing. Unless you can show me the numbers and say robots are to the point now where they can operate on your child's heart and do a heart transplant better than the best surgeon, then you got me there. Right? But that's not going to be for all cases. Do you think, I bought a hat today. I bought a new hat today, a new skull cap, because it was freezing. And I walked into the store and there was a girl wearing all Adidas clothing, right? And I said to her, and I talked to her about it, and then she said, yeah, well, I run, do, and I do. And I said, you know what? I could relate to her. She was another human being. She looked like me. She talked like me. I felt like I knew her. I felt like she could be my cousin. So when she said, yeah, I like that hat, I was like, you know what? I kind of like it too. Do you understand? So this is why AI is something that what I'm saying as an engineer, I can teach you with my program to invent products and think just like an engineer. I can teach you with my formula to outthink the large language models, which are based on logic. I'm saying that I've invented a logic statement that can help you out-invent even artificial intelligence and sell it in a way that they could never. That's my value proposition to you, right? And that's what the parents want to know. If AI is going to turn us all into sole entrepreneurs, if this is the end of the world, when there are more sellers than buyers, which it looks like it's going to have to be, because you're not going to be able to rely on a company, they're going to cull you and leave you out to dry, let you go. Go back to where you come from or whatever. They'll sell their products internationally. They don't need you here. They don't care if 50% of the workforce go. They'll just acquire another 200% internationally in other emerging markets. This is what they're thinking. So if that happens, how is your child going to be able to come up with a company that can sustain life for you and compete with the artificial intelligence and these big Fortune 500 companies? That's my value proposition to you. And that's what the parents want to know. They don't want to know that artificial intelligence is going to be a better teacher and help your kids. Why would I give a child artificial intelligence so that they can go and cheat and learn nothing? It just doesn't make sense. And any smart parent is going to see through that, as these parents did today on this call. So I'm making this video to say, I don't think we have any other choice. What I'm offering, I don't think that, as far as I know, there is no other tech ed company that's saying something as outlandish as I can teach elementary school kids all the way up through adults how to use computer logic and outthink artificial intelligence and outsell artificial intelligence. Or if you can't, you might not be able to. So what artificial intelligence, basically what artificial intelligence will do for you after I've equipped you with this, is it will do all your legwork, all your marketing, all your advertising, all the things that you would have to hire a staff for and get funding for that you can't afford. You can get AI to then, once I teach your kids this and they can come up with their own products and come up with their own pitches and slogans, then you can use AI to make yourself as big as Facebook or Meta. But if you don't have what I'm offering you, AI is going to run you and your children over. That's what I'm saying. So don't believe these companies when they tell you that AI, don't be afraid of AI. You're already using it, so you don't think that it's going to hurt you. You're already using it. That's their sales pitch. That's their pitch to you. Just like they sold us that the cell phones were supposed to bring us closer. All they did was push us apart. You have to learn to defend yourself. The world is going to move with AI, where every house is going to be its own corporation. And I can teach you to do that.